So, Pokemon Trainer, that's my plan. And I'm so excited. This is possibly my most Pokemon Trainer outfit that I have. It just happened to work out that way. And I may make my own jerseys because I'm so obsessed with every part of this aesthetic, this fun, playing Pokemon TCG. And I want to inject it in my veins. So, what's my plan? To become Pokemon champion. Now, I'm not rushing right into it. I am planning on taking this thing I'm going to call it Dossier, since I've just put myself back into the TCG and kind of Pokemon in general. And I fucking love it. I'm pretty good at the card game too. And I'm just obsessed. And I've been living in my little Pokemon bubble because the world's a bit crazy right now. And by a bit, I mean a lot crazier than this bitch. So, Pokemon it is. And I feel like just so happy, so involved, so like I'm working on my decks at home all the time. I just want to be in Battle Night in Gamers World in Dublin, Ireland specifically. I'm going to try to start getting to the Friday nights out in Worcester more. I'm even going to be doing my own Battle Night here in my house with some friends. Like, I am obsessed. It's not even funny. And I'm pretty good. So, where am I at? And what's the plan? I've just kind of started in the last couple of months. And I think I'm doing pretty well. I'm playing with an Eevee deck at the moment. With just Eevee Pokemon, no other Pokemon, right? And playing Eevee is tricky enough as it was, at least when it was like out, people weren't doing it. I don't do meta decks per se. I just kind of like to make my own deck. I like to do what I want in that sense. And if they work out, I mean, decks are relative to a degree as well. But for me, right now, I want to play with Eevee's Pokemon I love. So much. Pre-transition, it was like Dean is the guy I used to be. It was Dean's favorite Pokemon, but kind of like up there with Squirtle and a few other things that are kind of feminine. And there's a trans thing when it comes to like Eevee, that everybody, not everybody, but loads of trans people end up loving Eevee as their favorite Pokemon because I think it's pretty obvious, but can evolve into a variety of things is what trans people do. So, playing all Eevee, most people when they play Eevee, most people when they play Pokemon in general don't just use a single type of deck. I love teamed decks. I love the fact that my Eevee deck is just Eeveelution Pokemon, nothing else. The first day I spent 9 hours modding the deck after my first draft. Figuring out how to play it, doing everything on my own. I'm not looking. I didn't even know there was like a Flareon, Sylveon deck in the meta for a while. I actually was doing a totally different thing. I was playing my like Jolteon twins, which is kind of, it reminds me from the Matrix Reloaded. You know, like with the white hair, the kind of albino guys with the dreads. It's like, because if you get those Jolteons in there and they're like, you have both of them souped up after the Flareon. It's like, bam, 280 retreat, bam, 280 retreat, bam, 280 retreat, right? And Leafeon can come in later on, heal them up, do whatever, play Scoop Up, fucking get all that juice back into your hand, replay them, Eevee evolves straight away. That was my first tactic. I've now evolved it to, like, when I'm playing with the deck, I'm throwing out different things. I'm just, like, testing the Pokemon and seeing who does what, who does well, who does terrible, see if there's any surprises I can get along the way by throwing somebody out first, instead of going down the usual route. And I have, like, you know, my main plan, and then there's, like, 4 different, like, backup plans, and then there's all these, like, alternatives. It depends on who I'm playing, if they have weaknesses or not, or what kind of engine they're running. It's quite a universal deck, and I am going to keep updating this as I go, a bit more specifically on my Eevee deck. There will be videos, because I still don't know what's in the meta deck, but I have all the Eevees in there bar Umbreon. I am working on an Umbreon control deck. I got some of the cards today. I really like having the cards, doing the proxy, like doing it in my head. I kind of need them in front of me, and it might work, it might not, I don't know. Could I get to a point where I have a deck with every Eeveelution and go from there? Maybe. I'm going to keep playing with this deck for a long time while it's in rotation and out of rotation. It'd be really cool to create the deck that has all of them in it and is competitive. So it's like down to the wire when I am playing that deck. I have like, if I miscalculate one energy, it can throw everything out of play. Like not even funny how like particular this is, but it allows me to have all of them in there. And I played like a couple of different decks. The first day that I test ran it after modding it for 9 hours, I lost my first game because I totally miscalculated, right? Played the same person 2 out of 3, and I won the next 2 games 6-0. Like, they didn't take any prizes. One of the games, like, fucking Vaporeon just like kept throwing into the bench and destroyed everything. Like, I was just out there, they boo-dooed me, and it was just like, here's my fucking Vaporeon, let's see what happens, and just boo 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 boo. And it was just like, it was so funny. So yeah, fun tactics, like Vaporeon can do some serious damage. Then I played one of the definitely the most knowledgeable and best players in gamers, and the games were good. They were somewhat there was a fight there, and I won both games, and that to me was just like crazy good. I couldn't believe, like, and I was like unsure if I should do this. Like, do I want to dedicate my time to it? I have had a lot of time off with my health. Post transition, I've basically been surviving for the last 5.5 years, and I'm finally getting to a position where I'm going to have a bit of stability and a bit more health back. And in this time, I've been very fortunate to have all these things handed to me. I've worked in the music industry prior. Like, I was Snoop Dogg's agent at one point. I've loads of records broken for my productions all over North America. I've done so much here in Ireland, and I always put other people on stage. And when I transitioned, I was able to be creative. And I was like, I want to do something with my creativity. And it's like, I got the last talk I had in Universal was a 1-album deal with by this them telling me they would send me up to London, do like the album over there, yada yada. And I also paint murals. And to be honest, as much as I absolutely love everybody in the music industry, I don't really want to rely on working with a major and Live Nation venues and all of this to pay my bills. It would just make me upset at night. So in saying that, though, I am very fortunate where I have succeeded to a point where I can make money off my visual art. And what's great about that is it also has given me time to think of like, what did I want to do, right? And I was like, what did I want to do when I was younger? And it's convoluted because I'm a tranny and all of this. So like, too much chaos theory, what will, I won't, I never got to express myself. And the youngest thing I could remember ever wanting to be, and my obsession with Pokemon really kind of came back out of me. And when I transitioned, I used to have to hide Pokemon like from life, because especially when I got a bit older, you didn't want to get bullied. Like, you know, I'm a 90, like, just like inside the 90s as a 90s baby, and like life was not as accepting for these things as it was right now, and so much better for it. If I had transported back in time and you told me not only in the future was I going to be a tranny, but that there was going to be bullies in Pokemon, and I didn't have to hide my Pokemon from bullies the way I did them, but there was actually bullies in Pokemon, I would not have believed you. Like, scalpers, card bros, all these assholes. There's transphobes in the thing. Like, there's one girl in Gamers who's an absolute transphobe. It's fucking horrible to have that. Like, I mean, you'd think in this day and age, especially in a place like that there wouldn't be anything like that. But like, I thought it was because her boyfriend kept looking at me and fancied me, and it was just like stupid girly bitchy shit. And it's not. It's just she's a transphobe. Like, but anyway, that's like all besides there. But the Pokemon thing for me was like, I've always had pets. And I'd even, like, my husky was famous, and Pokemon just taught me this relationship with animals. And my husky was also the first dog. She had a Facebook profile in 2009 to ever have a social media profile, but she was known in various ways. That's a story for a different day. And just for literally being the most, like, personality-driven dog, and our combo, our rapport between each other, and, like, yeah, there's loads of things there. But like, and my cat sits on my shoulder when I cycle my bike. She knows 4 voice commands. But like, Pokemon at the very start taught me this love and respect for animals. And like, Pokemon was my life when I was a kid. I mean, I was obsessed until I kind of like wasn't cool anymore. And now I'm like, now that I express myself, I don't care. And I'm like, I'm doing all the creative things, and this is amazing. But and everything brings me joy. But I'm like, I'm getting into like, I need hobbies. I need to express myself. I need to do these things. And like, I love chess growing up. Pokemon TCG when I was a kid, nobody would play it. Everybody just collected the cards. And I battled my younger brother, my neighbor, and my older cousin, like maybe 2, 3 times, and then won them all every time I was playing. And then nobody wanted to play me again. And we didn't really play Pokemon when we were younger, like the card games. Everybody just collected. And right now, I love collecting. There'll be a whole other video on. I just love cute cards, right? I'm not here for the money and everything else, and so much so that I'm here to play it. Like, even right now, this will actually be easier. The old Destin's Rivals was so funny. It was the first time I got to kind of go hard on the set, and oh girl, I pulled an abundance of the rare cards. None of the current massive hitters, but all the other cards that are normally worth a lot of money in the market corrected itself, and I still had 2 boxes closed. Like, I was there, a partner of mine came with me to like buy other boxes as presents for me and queue up early and do all these nice things and drive me into town, and it was such a lovely morning. And I'm pulling these cards, and she's like pro me and my happiness, but she's like learning a little bit about Pokemon because she wants like, at least in the like, for me becoming champion and how that works. I'm not actually to expect to learn anything more, but she just wants to keep in track with my rise to and competition and all of this. So, and she's like, "Oh, I want to sit around and see what happens." Like, opening these cards, and then I think I pulled like, was it the Jammin Tower to start? And I was just like, or maybe something else, and just looked at the price and was just like, this is normally worth a lot more. Like, I'm like, this is a blah 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 amount of the money card. Like, no way. Realized the market had corrected itself, not crashed. Feck scalpers. And I still had 2 boxes left. And I'm like, what do I do? And I'm like, I want to play these cards really hard. I have my Misty deck, which you'll see in another video I've already made, about how much I just wanted to play Misty deck. And Team Rocket deck as well. This is like my childhood being reinvigorated at the perfect time for me to come back into this. I have my Eevee deck, which is my deck that I'm going to be putting so much work into and bringing to every regional next year, but not taking things too seriously, just having fun. And I have these these Destined Rivals decks to bring me so much more joy. Played the Misty deck for the first time. You'll see that in my other video. So much fun just playing Misty. I have my Rocket and my Grimmsnarl deck here. I'm playing Rocket in quite a unique way. I don't know if it's unique to how unique or not. I kind of like don't overdo meta. I just get like a little glimpse on YouTube of what other people are doing, and Grimmsnarl just happens to be like smashing it out there right now. Like, it seems to be pretty popular, pretty good deck. And just the Marnie aspect, my little emo side, my little like everything to do with that is there. The Morpeko cards are so good looking. They're like probably one of my favorite cards, along with the Misty's cards. But there's something about that Morpeko card. I'm about to order all of them for my deck. And I'm going to get years of playing out of these. I think they're fun. I'm curious to see how my Rocket deck does. If Grimmsnarl ends up just becoming this like kind of S tier deck. Class, I have one of those. If like, people kind of rank evolutions around the B tier. It's not necessarily, it always seems to be coming in like 7th-ish or lower kind of in any of the games. I don't know what's in it, so I don't know if mine's mad better, if it's not mad better, if it's worse, whatever. But I decided to open the other 2 anyway, just so I could have all the cards. And I had the most fun ripping cards. Like, it just felt like there's an endless stream of cards to rip. I'm not here for massive value. Like, this is not going to be a card market, like, value, like I did economics once, like, pretend channel, like, and just, like, I'm an investor. Like, you're a scalper, bro. Get over yourself. Like, I will be going to the drops dressed up as a reporter, kind of like Jessie. Hopefully I'll have like my partner with me and dress her up, maybe not, but I don't know if she'll dress up. She's up for fun, but just I'll be dressed up. I did Jessie once and I actually did the hair properly. I don't have a photo handy to log into or to push on the screen, but it might reappear one day. I also want to do it again properly and make the wig even bigger. I will be going and interviewing people in these queues. And I will be, what was my term for scalpers? Oh, desperation moguls. Yeah. Like, you are an absolute desperation mogul if you're a card scalper, bro, person, idiot, ruining this for the rest of us. Small kids and big kids alike. Like, I am purely in this for the buzz of it. This is my journey. I love making videos so much. I'm pretty sure this video is only on my YouTube, but my YouTube will also have my other facets. My TikTok is solely pure little Pokemon videos, and I'm going to have the longer formats over here. And document my journey to become Pokemon Master, if we're to take it off to, you know, original narrative, or just Pokemon Champion. And like, follow me as I try rank. You know, I feel like I'm good at this. I'm so excited for it. Like, I literally put my work in so much, and I'm so about all of it. Like, my Eevee sleeves came today. Like, when I decided, like, I had a really long meditation, and I do those in the shower, and I was like, am I going to take this Pokemon thing seriously? It's like, my life is about to open back up, or restart essentially for the first time. And I have choice of paid work through my creativity, and choosing painting murals is, to me, a lot more satisfactory than working under a major label in the music industry. And I need something that's just for pure joy as well. I'm not bringing, like, nothing to do with paying my bills or anything like that. And Pokemon is that thing for me. And I just am so happy living in this bubble. And when I decided that I believe in signs and different things and synchronicity, there's other videos you will get on this channel about all of that stuff. And when I left the kitchen, when I went into the kitchen, I joked to the universe that, oh my God, like, imagine you could send me a sign right now about the Pokemon. And don't I look out my window and I just see the fox go by. And like, Eevee is part fox, part rabbit, and part cat, maybe? But it's the most like fox. Fox is the common and most like predominant animal feature in Eevee, and the fox goes by, and I've never seen a fox from my house before, or like, yes, I see them around here constantly. I go out at night, but like, the fact I joked about it and I opened the window to see how rainy it was, and that happened as I said. It was crazy. And then I go and I bring my Eeveelutions deck into Gamers, and yes, I mixed up the first one, but I knew I did. And the fact I was like, I knew why. I miscalculated. I won 2-6-0 games to a good player, and then I bet one of the best players like 2 games in a row. I was like, I have this. And I bought these as a celebration. I also bought this, but I'm not mad on it. I might customize it, or I don't know. The memory card was full. So, as I was saying, I bought myself, I'm pretty sure we got through these, and then I bought this deck box. And it's a little blue for my liking. I was really into it for all this. I kind of seems blue on the back. Now, I could edit it, make it all purple and stuff to match my theme. Like, here's my playmat. And if you hadn't guessed by my fit, you know, and Gengar being my favorite Pokemon, purple's the vibe, right? So, and like I said, I'm not mad on this. I've actually been quite happy. I love this style box. But anyway, we're really getting way out of topic. I might be making my own deck boxes as well. I'm really about my gear. I'm currently making Misty sleeves. And I'm making a Misty Gyarados card, and yeah, this just, it's a bit disappointing, but whatever, we'll see what the future holds. Those other sleeves are nice, but this is what it was. It's like, when I went in that day, and it's like, you know what, I'm good at this. Like, I'm as good as good players, and I really want to take this quite seriously. Is that level? I really want to take this seriously. Like, I really do. Like, this is why my dossier is like kind of it's good timing. I'm getting in here. I kind of know what I'm doing. I'm really going to try to get to all the regionals next year. Maybe not all of them, but as many as I can. Feel it all out. And in a year afterwards, whatever deck I think is going to do me the best, like justice, I guess, is the deck that I'm going to take with me the year after. So over the course of the next while, I'm going to be just documenting my journey, sharing all the cute cards I get and collect. I'm not here for, this is not a card market value channel. There's enough of those. This is, I'm not even going to be doing updates on the card market too much or anything like that. This is just going to be about like being involved in the hobby. Yes, the market is there, but like battling card art specifically, the community involved around it, my deck building, updating on decks, and like little tournaments and everything I get to go to, and then obviously vlogging my whole trips to regionals and so on. If I manage to get like, I think it'd be really cool to open up my own like battle cafe at some point. And kind of had this idea before it was like a long time ago. I've been simmering over for this for ages. I have a 3D printer. I'm gonna be making my own little badges, and I'm gonna have a badge for when I play like purple Pokemon, like my deck or whatever, and down the line a little bit. And I thought it'd be really cool, like at whatever point to maybe open up like a cafe where I'm like a gym leader and you could come and play me, and there could be multiple formats you could battle me on. And I always play purple Pokemon, and that's my team, and that's a large maybe, you know, or some format of that. Like it maybe might end up being in an actual building, but I'm gonna have that criteria about myself at some point, and I'm gonna put myself out there as like, right now I'm a Pokemon trainer. I'm not a gym leader. I'm not a master. And when will those things happen? Ooh, anywhere from 2 to 8 years from now, I hope. But for now, it's still about like I'm still making mistakes, but I'm loving every second of it. And like I'm in my mid-30s. Like this is, I mean, I think redoing anything in your mid-30s, life in general, hobbies, work, passions, it's always interesting. And I think those stigmas have kind of died out, that you like to not do these things anymore or not follow through. I think there's a whole kind of push for it nowadays. But for me, like I love making videos, and I need a little break from my activism as well. And like, but I still love being online. I love all of this stuff. So it's like getting to document my journey while I live in a Pokemon bubble, and while hopefully the world keeps healing and we're in that moment right now, it would be nice. And if I got to like rank, let alone like take, like if I managed to get into top 32, it's so, like in 2 years time, wow, that would be insane. Like that would be totally crazy. And then anything up after that, like if I can just kind of keep going for it, and who knows, like if I can take home, if I can get to worlds, like unbelievable. Like Gengar, that's Gengar making noise, like with some good luck. Check this out. My friend gave it to me. Sparkly Gengar. I have a big massive one and another like tighter, kind of smaller one. It's like 3 levels of in your face Gengar necklaces. But yeah, let's see how I do. And I'm excited to share this journey. I love making these videos. I would also love if more women or just non like male people got into Pokemon. I see there's some like non-binary people in, at least on the virtual console, doing well. Like I mean, another goal of mine, like I would love to be on the YouTube channel. Like if I am in a video on the official YouTube channel, an official match, like high into regionals or worlds or whatever, that to me is kind of like I made it. Like that's the placement factor. Like I may never get first. Oh my god, if I became first, like at some point, so good. There's a large amount of this that's down to luck at the end of the day, regardless how good a player you are. But there's still a lot of skill involved and very many aspects. But if I could be on the regionals videos or whatever the format of the videos are, that to me is like milestone achieved. Do you know what I mean? If I get through my dossier and just get to as many regions as possible, huge, right? Redoing it, ranking kind of, I guess like if I rank really well for Ireland, that would be cool. But if I rank like I don't know, even in the top 100 the year afterwards, that would be class. Um, Being featured on as a player on the mainstream videos where I'm streamed, that would be insane. And what else? Like, obviously higher ranks, but just having fun. Like, I don't know, I'm gonna be so about it. I'm all about my fits. I'm hoping to gonna make my own, like, maybe jerseys and stuff. I'm gonna make my own sleeves. I love all the, like, the gear. Like, Gengar comes with me everywhere, don't you, honey? And she's a twin. Her twin is on the bed over there being a boozy bitch. She's the one that's gonna be coming to all the regionals and the trips, and she comes to gamers, and she goes to raves and to restaurants and to house parties. She's a mad one. But me and Gengar are going on a little journey to become Pokemon champion, and they're my milestones. This is going to be a huge part of this channel and my life for the next couple of years. And I've dedicated so much time to it already. It's not even funny. Like, I'm looking. This is meant to be like my little office desk for like work, and it's just like Pokemon. It's like, and it's everywhere. Like, it's just, even on my art station outside, it's just Pokemon cards. This is just taking over. Fair enough. Destiny's Rivals just dropped. I went hard. I've made 3 decks out of it. So, yeah. Do I plan on... I don't know if I'm going to make any other decks in the next while. I'm going to keep tuning my Eevee deck. I have, like, under Gengar right here, there's, like, my rotational, like, kind of cards. Like, there's the backup cards, like your Dusknoir and the... what's the sword's name? The swords that are really good and have the EX kind of block. And I also have an Alakazam deck as well. So, like... and I'm looking forward to getting to GLC. So I have, like, plenty of decks. I don't think I'm going to be getting into any other decks. I feel like Grimmsnarl is going to be that, like, maybe more punchier deck that's kind of more guaranteed win ratios. But like I said, for next year I'm having fun. I have a white ETB reserved, and I will be doing some openings as well. I'm definitely going to be, like, more buying singles and things, card reveals. I've lots of cards, like, stocked up to put into my binders, share how I'm collecting as well. I'm really, like, when you see my collections, it's like every card matters. It doesn't matter whether it's a common card that costs less than a cent on Card Market or it's the most expensive card. It's like what comes to me, how they come to me, and how I arrange them. And I just see it as like thousands of little art pieces that I can have in a binder and all the Pokemon I'm collecting. But yeah, I'll break all that down. I'm here for the fun of it. If you haven't copped that already. And yeah, I love it so much. It's not even funny. And we're going to go on adventures, aren't we? I can't wait to go to regionals and just go around battling Pokemon all around Europe. Wild. So wild. Like, Pokemon is just now, like, reintegrated itself to be a huge part of my life. And it makes me happy. It makes me so happy. Like, so happy. And I hope this feeling sticks around for a while. And fluctuates a little bit. Like, sure, more peaks, couple of lows. You know how it goes. So, yeah. Guess that's all for me before I become a broken record. And, yeah, sure, stick around because only going to be more of what's to come. And the real fun stuff is going to start happening this year when I start going off and doing these tournaments and things. So, isn't that right, gangs? Ganga.